Hello, I'm Brian Tracy. As a professional speaker, I've spoken in 56 countries. I've published something like 52 books that have been published in 60 countries and 38 languages. And so I've had a lot of experience in the world, and I've seen almost every business and business opportunity, every product or service that's available. Well, a few months ago, a friend of mine called me up and told me about something called the Amega wand. And he said it's a fabulous thing that brings about incredible cures to pain. And I said, sure, because I've heard every conceivable type of painkiller that you can imagine, every health product, every juice that you can imagine. He said, no, and he's a person I respect a lot. He said, you've got to see this. So he came to my home, and he asked me if I have any pains. Do I have any pains that are bothering me? I said, no. I've had arthritis in my right wrist, I've had arthritis here for several years, and it's very painful. I've had massages, I've had physiotherapy, I've done hot baths, cold baths, I've done rubber bands, I've done massage oils and things like that. Nothing would help. And of course I work on a computer, and he said, well, let me try it out. And he said, here, you try it yourself. And he handed me this Amega wand. And so I waved it over my hand, and this was in April of 2010. I waved it over my hand a little bit, and he said, how does it feel? And all the pain was gone. And that was months ago, and it never came back. He said, have you got anything else? I said, well, I've got something else, but this is big time, and this is not going to work with this. Over the last few years, because of speaking thousands of hours on my feet, I suffered severe deterioration of the cartilage in my left ankle, so bad that I could not walk for an extended period of time. And if I did walk or stand, it hurt terribly. And I've been to the doctor, I've had x-rays. They've told me the only thing that would cure it would be surgery, where it fused the ankle together, and that would alleviate the pain, although you'd walk like you had a sort of a wooden leg for the rest of your life. And I said, I've got this, but this is really big time. I've been to all the doctors. I've had this for years. He said, well, give it a try. So I took this Amega wand, and I wanded. I waved it around my ankle for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then got up and walked around, and all the pain was gone. And the pain never came back. And today I stand in front of my audiences for 8 hours at a time speaking. I walk for miles on hikes, and I have no pain. Well, I immediately called a couple of my friends, people who had pains that are in their ankles, pains in their joints, pains in their knees. They had not been able to walk upstairs for years. In a matter of 3 to 5 minutes of wanding with this incredible Amega wand, with this amazed fusion technology, they could walk upstairs. Pains they'd had for much of their last 10 or 20 years were gone. They tried it on their spouses who had pains for 10 and 20 years, and they were gone. The point is that there are 3 things about the Amega technology. It works, it works, it works. It's the most incredible thing I've ever seen. My daughter came over to my home. She's 30 years old, 2 children. She's just been to visit her doctor. Doctor had done a complete analysis of her spine and recommended that she's probably going to have disc fusion surgery because she has such pains in her spine, probably from bearing children, maybe even picking things up. I said, well, let's see what we can do with this. So I pulled this out, and I wanted my daughter's back for about 5 minutes. And this pain, which had been bothering her for over a year, and had just been analyzed as needing an operation, was gone, and it's been gone forever. There's so many stories that I could tell you, but every single person who tries the Amega wand on themselves or on a friend or a relative is astonished it alleviates pain. It changes people's lives. So if you're thinking of getting involved with this business, by all means, prove it to yourself. Be as skeptical as you like. Everybody is skeptical, I can tell you. Be as skeptical as you like, and then give it a try. Try it on yourself, try it on a friend, and I think you'll prove it to yourself.